What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday the 22nd. Oh shit, what to tell you. Not a whole lot going on since my last video. Don't get me wrong, I've been wanting to post a lot more, but it's been in the negatives all week. And as you can see, I've only got a hoodie on. I've got like 4 layers on underneath it, but came to feed some cows. Dolly there, she never sticks her head through these headlocks. Never, not once will she stick her head through these to eat. She'll reach through to grab like that, because she's your typical Holstein. She looks like garbage because she's built like a greyhound compared to these ones that are got beef cross in them, that are, well, obviously there's another example of an older version of a greyhound. And then you got these fatties that just look ridiculously fat. Even the Jersey looks fat. But you get a Holstein. Remember, she's not a Holstein. She is. And that black and white one's a Holstein. And Holsteins, for whatever reason, especially these taller ones, always look like shit. Especially in the wintertime. Yeah, they never look like they have any weight on them. It drives me absolutely insane. The only way to get weight on these guys is to lock them in a tie stall, which I don't have, and put the freaking corn right to them. And then, just maybe then, if their genetics allow it, they'll look a little bit heavier than Lolo does. Or if they're all in that tie stall, they get really fat and clubbed feet, and nobody wants that. You want a cow that can still walk. I would just love to see her get a little bit of weight on her. But anyways, she might be going down. She's probably going to go back to where she came from. Dolly is, because she's come into heat multiple times. Neighbor down the road finally talked them into AIing for me. Call them up. She's been AI'd twice. Has not taken. I don't have a bull till I don't know, June maybe at the earliest. So she might just go back to Bobby and Kaylin's, and I'll let them figure out what they're going to do with her from there. Everybody else seems to be bred, because everybody else seems to start showing signs that they're bred. Nobody else is coming to heat. And then you got these idiots here. You remember these 3? They're fatter than a pig in slop. That sounds bad, but today's not a carry day. I don't care how I sound. Come over and, like I said, I've kind of shifted gears here the last couple months. Wanting to go from milking again, which, don't get me wrong, if I can figure out a way to do it, I'm going to milk those guys and make some money off their milk somehow. I got good old Bob there. He's so big he'd knock his head on that beam. There's Rose. Sounds like someone just took a shot. I don't know if the camera picked that up or not. Ain't no hunting seasons going on this late in the year that I know of. I mean, other small games, but that was more like a rifle. I don't know. Look at these two. They're on opposite sides for once, usually. Bob's my left side horse and Rose is my right side horse. What do you think, Rose? She's a good girl. Anyways, we have a logging job to go look at this week. 80 acres. Those 2 are going to be pulling the wood. At least that's the plan. I can feel my mustache freezing right now. But I can't wait for that. And then after a couple loads, if we can get a couple loads out and get some money in the bank, I'm gonna start buying a few more horse-drawn stuff. There's a horse-drawn manure spreader I'm gonna buy. I want to buy a logging cart, so I'm not dragging the trees along the ground, make it a little easier for the horses. I should have bought the other gelding that my buddy just bought. He'd match up almost perfect with Bob. They're the same size. They're both 18-1, 18-2. I'd love to have them both. Then they look similar in build and size and everything, color. I don't know. Probably end up getting divorced over that deal. My wife would probably shoot me. But I pay for all the animals, so it shouldn't bother her too much because it's my money going into it, not our money. And they'll be paying themselves back here. I mean, I say they'll be paying themselves back, but let's be honest, no animal actually pays itself back. For what you put into them, you'll never get what you have into them out of them. But that's not why we do it. We do it for the passion and the love we have of both the animals and the animal husbandry and just agriculture in general, right? At least that's what I tell myself every day. And I do it because I love it, and I really do. I'd rather wake up doing this every day than going to my regular job. Not that that's a bad job, because it pays good, but it's not a passion. I hate it. I hate going to work every day. But, you know, we have to do what we have to do to survive. I know this seems more like a rant to me, but I'm not trying to rant. But everybody's fed and watered on this cool day, and that was the important thing of today, because it was negatives all last night, and I got here and they were all pretty much almost out of hay, so I wanted to get more hay in them, because that's how they make their heat. Everything they ingest heats them up. And I was terrified that, as we all know, I don't know how many of you remember her, but my blind mare,